Thanks very much. It's great to be here. I'm here to tell you about Delta Lithium. Hopefully. There we go. Here's our corporate overview. We have two projects in Western Australia, our Mount Ida Lithium and Gold project near Kalgoorlie, and our Unithara project, lithium project near Gascoyne Junction. Bit of a corporate snapshot there. We've got a pretty strong balance sheet, about 70 million in the bank. Our EV is sitting somewhere around 50 or 60 million. I'm not sure where we closed at today. And we have quite a strong shareholder base. Our major shareholders, MinRes with 23, Idemitsu, quite a large Japanese conglomerate with 12. They've recently purchased a little bit on market. Waratah's quite a heavyweight lithium investor from Toronto, and Hancock needs no introduction. So quite a strong register, which does give us a lot of strategic benefit for what is to come. Board and management. Recent new chairman, Nader. Nader's worked with me for many years. He has been with us on this journey with Delta for the last 4 years. I'm very pleased to welcome him to the chairman's role. Yours truly, I'm a mining engineer, founded the company, co-founded it, about 4 years ago in the midst of the COVID pandemic, which I'm sure we all remember. I've got Josh Thurlow there. He is the CEO for MinRes's lithium business, provides us with lots of good feedback on the lithium market, and promises us that we're able to learn from some of the mistakes that have been made in MinRes. Tim Manners, a very experienced accounting finance professional. He's our independent fella. What he doesn't know about governance isn't worth knowing. And then Steve, on the other side there, he's the CEO of Idemitsu, provides us with some very good insights into the Japanese market, some very wonderful introductions into the Asian lithium, which is growing quite significantly. So I'm probably going to talk a little bit more about gold today. It seems to be the metal that people are a fair bit more interested in than lithium today. But our Mount Ida gold and lithium project is quite a unique project, sitting about 2.5 hours north of Kalgoorlie. You head for Menzies and hook a bit of a left. We have two JORC resources at Mount Ida. They're in fairly close proximity to each other, different rock units, but close enough that it's possible to exploit one or the other, or indeed both at the same time if you were brave enough, from shared infrastructure. So it does provide for some interesting mining engineering scenarios, and we believe in the future that both of those deposits will benefit from the extraction of one or the other. And most importantly, they do reside on granted mining leases, and at Mount Ida we have all of the mining approvals in place for open pit and underground mining. There's a couple more approvals we're looking to get at the moment for standalone processing, and that's all in train. So what does the Mount Ida gold resource look like? You know, there's a long section there. You can see the lithium pegmatites that are those skinny sort of dark green. They dip into the earth, kind of out of the screen, if you will, and the gold sits sub-vertical. So the deeper you get, the further apart they get. So there's plenty of room to put some underground infrastructure between both of those ore bodies and potentially exploit them. We're currently drilling a targeted gold program, which is the first targeted gold program we've drilled at Mount Ida. A lot of the drilling to now has been for the lithium. We kept intersecting high-grade gold. It got in the way, so we did decide to do a resource, and it's definitely standing us in good stead at the moment during the low lithium price environment. We're doing a 4-stage program. We're towards the end of it now. We have been getting some quite good intercepts, and we're seeking to build standalone scale for a gold processing plant at Ida. We'll be updating that gold resource probably towards the end of the second quarter. And there's definitely a desire to step out further, find further extents of the gold, but also come in, lift the confidence to be able to define a reserve at Mount Ida. Here's an example of some of the recent gold intercepts we've got from some stage 1 and 2 of the drill programs. All of those red dots on the map there are outside of the current gold resource environment. So the wireframes are going to extend to incorporate those intercepts, and as I said, the resource is probably going to be coming out in the second quarter, so watch this space there. Good tenor, good grade. Now, I do keep getting asked about the metallurgy at Mount Ida. The gold at Mount Ida does surround the Copperfield granite. There is some copper in the ground around the Copperfield granite, funnily enough, but it is in such low quantities, and the chalcopyrite mineralogy has not shown to be of any great hassle in the metallurgy. We've consistently seen recoveries, 24-hour leach recoveries, above 90%, above 95%. At the 86 lode down to the south there, it's actually been in excess of 95. So it doesn't seem to present much of a problem. We've done some very good metallurgy across the entirety of the 3 Ks of strike at the Baldock, and we're not expecting any problems there. So what's the summary for Mount Ida Gold? It is a very high-grade resource. It's one of the few undeveloped high-grade gold resources in WA. There's lots of upside. There's lots of regional follow-up that we need to do. We're doing it now, and that'll be incorporated into our resource update. The world-class location is second to none. Kalgoorlie's very much geared up for mining, so if you need something, it's there. And we have a clear pathway to production. The mining approvals are not easy to get. They're good passive activities for your team to accomplish whilst you are drilling, and we've put them away and they're in the back pocket. So upcoming catalysts for us will be obviously that MRE update. There'll be more drill results that will be released in due course. We are pushing for further approvals, being works approval, tailings, storage, etc. And the company needs to reach a decision point quite soon on where this gold will reside, whether we develop it in-house or indeed spin it out into a new vehicle. So our other project up in the Gascoyne, Unithara, a wonderful lithium project. We've had that project nigh on 2 years now, and it really has been a good beginning there. We've drilled over 200 kilometres of drilling, delineated a maiden resource of 25.7 million tonnes at 1% lithium. All of that resides at the Melinda deposit, which is on the eastern side. We have a very large tenure package of about 1,800 square kilometres. It's a very big land up there. It's quite expansive. There's not a lot up there. One of the things that I really noticed when I first visited was just the lack of human evidence that we found up there. So we've been on the ground there for a couple of years now, and we're continuing with our field work up there. Regional program has started this year. We'll be looking to increase the number of prospects we have, engage with the traditional owners on heritage matters, and then hit those targets with the drills. We have applied for a mining lease at the Melinda prospect, where most of the resource resides, all of the resource. We've done a lot of metallurgy work on the M1 pegmatite, and that's looking like it'll deliver a very good spodumene concentrate quite good recoveries, and we'll apply that same diligence across the remainder of the resource at Melinda. So what's Delta's strategy? We're looking after our balance sheet. We're very cautious with how we spend our cash. We're seeking to build confidence at Unithara, particularly the metallurgy. With lithium, the metallurgy is definitely where the rubber hits the road. The goal is to develop an operating mine. It's probably more likely to be a gold mine than a lithium mine at this stage. And we'll be looking to make a move on the gold over the next month or two. And of course, if there's a silver lining to the weakness in the current lithium market, it is that it does afford Delta Lithium with a chance to do some M&A. So watch this space. Thank you very much.